amazing. An experience I've never really had before. Coming from the house club scene, things are done a little bit different, but this is like my first experience being with a musician, like a real musician that I could actually relate to. So the experience was great for me. Damon really lets you be yourself and let you be free with what you're doing. He wants you to bring who you are to the project. So that part of it was really inspiring for me because, I mean, I've worked with other producers and sometimes they have an idea of what, they want you to do, but Damon was pretty much like, just be who I am and go for it. So. Well, Damon had the music first, and on certain songs, he would just have me go in and just freestyle on certain things just to get a vibe. So it was pretty much like we were like pulling from each other. But the basis of the music and everything was already established. Actually, I listened to Blur. And then I, before I knew Damon even had anything to do with the Gorillaz, I was listening to the Gorillaz. No, actually no, because I performed in church, but performing with a band is totally different from tracks because when you perform in a club and you have tracks, you're pretty much locked to how the song is going to go. But with a band, there's so many possibilities of where you can take the song. So I like that really well because it gives me a little bit of a time to experiment with what I want to do and react to the crowd differently because it's a different generation, it's a different crowd than what the house scene crowd is, which I kind of like feel they're both merging now, slowly. So that's a good thing too. Well, I just finished my new song with Felix the House Cat that's out now. So, and actually there's another song and actually a project with him in the works too, but then there's other projects with Damon has some things in store as well. So it's I guess in the past I did things sporadically because it was just how the scene was for me. And I kind of like wanted to make sure what I was going to put out was going to be what I wanted. So now it seems like so much stuff is happening now. Now I have a lot, I'm around like musicians and everything like that, so the inspiration is there again. Because it's kind of different in Chicago for me, but being out and being with the band and being with Damon, the whole Gorillaz thing is really inspiring me. So I'm really like chomping to get back to writing and doing stuff again. The people they're no longer here, like David Bowie. I was a huge David Bowie person. Prince, huge Prince person. Actually, I would like to do something with Daft Punk because they're kind of like, they're very interesting to me and they're very funky and they still have that element of house that I like. So I would like to do something with them to see what would happen with that. Actually, we never considered that to even be a possibility because when we started doing house, we were it was pretty much an underground scene. Not until London came over and embraced it did we realize that, it kind of like gave us the legitimacy of knowing that what we were doing was actually touching people. We knew it was touching people in Chicago, but to see house grow and to become what it is now in the different genres, we never really thought that would ever happen. I'm not too sure about that because I don't really perform that much in Chicago. Like I've been performing out like I did Into the Valley last year and I did some other things for, like we had the record with Damon Lazarus for, we did the 312 project, myself, Vince, and Felix. So me performing in Chicago isn't like my main focus right now. I'm pretty much want to get out into the world, pretty much. I mean, I still live there, so far. But yeah, there's so much happening in the world and there's so much good music out in the world that I guess that just takes my mind out there and not so much into the whole Chicago scene. I mean, there's good, like you got Derek Carter. I mean, there's a lot of good people doing stuff in Chicago, but I think we're all spreading out.